tell me how. Boys in the cab walk by the tower. Don't worry, the kids down at the record shop will show you how. The crew's moving out and moving in, moving in and moving out, moving out and moving in. The crew's moving out and moving in, moving in and moving out, moving out and moving in. Out my window, the trees stand still and wait for another breeze. And this is home.
This is the KRUI News at Noon, brought to you in part by the Daily Iowan. This is KRUI, Iowa City.
It is noon in Iowa City, and the temperature is 37 degrees and raining. And for KRUI, this is the latest news with Alex Restrepo
and Haley Corkery.
Here are the headlines for this Monday morning. President Obama speaks in Paris, how you'll be able to get your online orders as fast as pizza, and a happy surprise for 90s kids. President Obama has arrived in Paris 2 weeks after the ISIS terrorist attacks in the City of Lights. The president spoke this morning publicly at the COP21 conference, a major climate summit. His message to the 150 world leaders attending the summit: confronting climate change will prove a powerful pushback on global terrorism, stating, quote, "What greater rejection of those who would tear down our world than marshaling our best efforts to save it," end quote. Obama also recognized the U.S.'s role in climate change at the summit. He also stressed the unification of the U.S. and French governments, saying that they are, quote, "united in solidarity," end quote.
Breaking news this morning, the University of Chicago has closed down their campus after being informed by FBI counterterrorism officials of a threat, specifically of a shooting on the campus quad. The university announced in a statement this morning their Hyde Park campus will be closed through midnight tonight.
Camp stove fuel, coffee filters, and cold packs containing ammonia nitrate. All products used to make meth, which were all found in a vehicle in Davenport, Iowa, Friday. Both 33-year-old Christopher Ray Hicks and 38-year-old Colin Bundy Loader have been charged with 1 count of possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine and conspiracy to commit a felony. Documents from the arrest stated that the men were using the car as a meth lab, which was seized containing more than 5 grams of meth. The men face up to 30 years in prison for the 2 charges and are being held on a $25,000 bond in Scott County Jail. Republican presidential candidate Ted Cruz made some controversial statements yesterday at an Iowa event. The comment was regarding the man accused of Friday's Planned Parenthood shooting spree in Colorado, Robert Deere. It is believed that Deere's shooting rampage, which ended with 3 dead and 9 injured, may have been fueled by the anti-abortion rhetoric. When a reporter told Cruz that Deere is alleged to have mentioned, quote, baby parts, end quote, after his arrest, Cruz responded, quote, well, it's also been reported that he was registered as an independent and a woman and transgendered leftist activist, if that's what he is, end quote. A spokesperson for Cruz's campaign said that he was not suggesting anything in particular about Deere's personal identity, but was trying to, quote, make the point that we don't know all the details, end quote. Deere is set to appear in court today at 1:30 p.m. in El Paso County.
Not all heroes wear capes, but many wear helmets and break school records. Yes, history is being made by the Iowa Hawkeye football team, who is still undefeated this year, breaking school history by being 12-0. The Hawks stayed undefeated Friday with a 28-20 win over Nebraska. They are now ranked 3rd in the coaches' poll. They will try to keep this streak alive when they play Michigan State this Saturday for the Big Ten Championship, making it Iowa's first championship game appearance. For all you sports fans out there, this could be the happiest or the worst day of your life. Kobe Bryant has announced that he will be retiring at the end of this season, making it his last. The Los Angeles Lakers icon broke the news through a letter poem on the Players Tribune last night. This will conclude Bryant's 20th season as a player. The 5-time NBA champion and 17-time All-Star will be hanging up his jersey for good. Love him or hate him, but he will retire as one of the greatest players in the history of the sport.
Amazon has released actual footage of a drone delivering program they're calling Prime Air. In the video, Amazon shows just how quickly users will be able to receive their orders, 30 minutes or less, via drones. But don't get too excited. No date is set yet for when Amazon Air will officially launch.
Hello, how are you? Well, if you ask Adele, she's doing very well. In fact, she is breaking records. Adele's 25 albums sold a record-breaking 3.38 million copies in its first week in the U.S. That is the largest single sales week for an album. 25, which was released on November 20th, is also the first album to sell more than 3 million copies in a week.
Millennials, get ready for the return of your beloved football head. Nickelodeon confirmed there will be a new Hey Arnold TV movie on their Facebook, sending nostalgia-filled 90s kids into an online frenzy. Mainly because the movie will take off where the series left off, answering questions like, where are Arnold's parents? No news on the release date yet, but you can bet that an older crowd will be tuning in to get their answers.
It's just another manic Monday. Cyber Monday sales are predicted to rise by 18%. Last year, U.S. shoppers broke the 2 billion mark for the first time on Cyber Monday. This year, it is expected that the record will be smashed once again, with an 18% rise in online sales. This means the total money spent will be more than $2.4 billion. Happy shopping!
Finally, a quick look at the weather forecast for Iowa City. We'll have a high of 37 degrees and consistent rain all day. Right now, the temperature is 37 degrees. And for KRUI News, I am Alex Restrepo.
And I'm Haley Corkery.